All right, we'll see how we can do this. I'm Paul Spooner. I'm with Project Fledgling. I'd like to make a game that is an AI or an AI that plays video games or something. It's not. I want to make AI stuff. I want to make a game that's actually good instead of a lot of the games we have are not good. So you can read about my ideas about game design on another channel. Not another channel. Where did I put those up? I think I should put that on the. I should put that on my my playlist. Anyway, I am gonna go over. I'm gonna do game design, game dev, game jam this coming weekend. But today I'm going over the game jam that I did last time with my brother Luke. So let's take a look at that. Here we go. Here's the Godot engine. We'll just make my face smaller here. And this is called Traffic Weaver. And let's just play a little bit of it. So you start off your little spaceship. You can fly around. And you get boosts off of these ships for going past them. And you're trying to get to this ship over here. Oh, am I gonna get there? There we go. Made it. And there we go. It's got a leaderboard, because that's part of the game jam. You need to have a leaderboard. And then you can see the keys. And you can, oh yeah, you can spin around too. So let's take a look at that. Let's see, what's the key to match speed? Z. X. There we go. X is stop. So, what are some cool things about this game? You can see how the green kind of outline of the ship moves around, and that's the actual trajectory of the ship. It's not relative to the other vessels, but it is at least the actual trajectory of the ship in space, so you can tell where you're going. Makes it a lot easier once we added that feature to fly your ship around. The sound doesn't reset when you reset the game. That was kind of fun. Let's see, Z. Yeah, so you can match speed with the ship and fly through. Oh, no. And if you hold down Z, then you can match speed and kind of fine-tune your position here. Forgot what key I was pressing. Okay. I think. Yeah, this is pretty good. So I should be able to make it through. Yes! All the way through. Of course, now the ship is so far out, I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to catch it. Maybe. Oh, my drag is going up, though. Look at my slip drag. 23, 24, 25. So there's some zones on these ships that that allow you to... There we go. Caught up to that one. Let's see. Can I catch this one? Yes! There we go. Made it. It's 73 seconds. Bad time. So, pretty straightforward little game. It's got some cool models that I made. Let's hop back out and look at what we've got. So we've got the hero ship. It's got a simple collider on the outside. It's like an envelope simplified thing, and it's a little tiny bit bigger than the ship itself. So you do crash into things, even when you don't mean to, occasionally. It's got these little roll things, roll geometry. I guess I've got all of 3 of those in one. It's got some engines. It's got some engine sounds. We have a boost that is inaccessible in the game, but we've deactivated it, but for debug purposes, and we just happen to have like an audio thing for the boost. Shield barrier. This has got a signal on it for when it collides with things so that we can do collision. We've got the camera somewhere. Where's the chase camera? Oh, the chase camera's in here because it doesn't actually matter where it is because it gets relocated based on some gimbaling stuff. So we could move this out here. It should all be the same, I think. I don't think that's going to change anything. Let's see. You just like move this. Yeah. Like rotate it. Oh, well, that does matter. Uh-oh. Chase camera. Transform. Let's see. Reset the rotation. Oh, that's the scale. Set the rotation. There we go. Position. Uh-oh. I may have messed it all up. Oh no! It's all broken. What is this supposed to be? 180? No. Oh, that's not right. Chase camera. Oh, that's because that's the wrong axis. The Y? Yeah, Y is 180. There we go. Alright. Cool. Ooh, getting so much speed. Gotta get those little shits there. 16 seconds. It's not even on the board. Dark and Toad have got some real good times. But I think this is still wrong. I think this chase camera gimbal position equals gimbal. Yeah, so this isn't based on the position at all. So the angle must be. Oh, you know what I can do? I can just bring this up. Well, now you can't see it, but I at least can chase camera. There we go. Pretty close. I should probably just not commit any of this, so that this doesn't get all borked. But the trick with this seems to be to skim along these guys. Skim along these guys. Oh, didn't make it. Maybe here? Oh no! Oh, messed that one up too. And I missed that one too. I don't know if the right or the left path is better. These guys. Made it in. All right. Anyway, I messed up the camera, fixed it again. Anyway, so that the camera is controlled by a script. It's got a pivot that I don't know if the pivot does anything. Does the pivot do anything? Position. Gimbal. Velocity. Field of view is the velocity, is based on the velocity. Got some rotation multiples. Gimbal. Camera pivot. Yeah, I don't think this does anything. This camera pivot thing. It just sits there. My intention was that the camera pivot would pivot around and then the camera, but for whatever reason, we've got the chase camera pivoting out on its own. We've got the audio listener, of course, so you can hear sounds and stuff, and then we've got some HUD for the display stuff, and I don't know why this stuff is on the ship. It seems like this would be in the main thing, but it's not. The main has the leaderboard, and then the hero ship has the rest of the HUD. So you can see these guys. Let's open up traffic test. It's called test, but that's let's see. Let's open this scene. How do you open a scene? This is a good review for me. Open in editor. There we go. So you can see these freighters are all, they all have these volumes on them, and these are the slip field volumes, hyperspace wash volumes or whatever. And so this has got same thing, it's got a signal for detection, and then the freighter also has, should have a collision detection. Collision avoidance. We're not using that anymore. Collision shape 3D. Freighter engines. Oh, it's hidden. There we go. That's why. So I can't see it. Collision shape 3D. So this has got this volume here, and I think this is the actual, yeah, it's the actual geometry of the ship. So it's a pretty complicated collision volume. You can like go inside all the little things. There's no reason it has to be this complicated, but the reason it is because if you do a convex volume, then you wouldn't be able to fly through these little valleys. And we could have like custom put some blocks in here or something, some cylinders. It's all made of pieces, but anyway, I just made one based off of that. I forget how to do that. You like open this and create a collision shape. Anyway, so all these little guys have this hyperspace wash volume on them. And that's what you're flying through when you're trying to fly the ship. So you start off back here, and there's some more ships. Let's see, hero ship. There we go. There's the hero ship. So that's not the hero ship. This is the hero ship here. So you start off back here. There's a couple more ships behind you that you can jump off of. It's got some light, and we've got some more traffic, and then there's some little ships. There's like 2 little ships out here. I'm not sure why those are out here, but there's 2 little ships, and then there's these clusters of ships, and that's all in traffic test. Yeah, there's this whole cluster, pleb swarm. Oh, that's nice. You double click on it and zooms the camera to it. So, and each of these guys have their own AI that's running on them. I don't know if this makes much of a difference to the game, but got kind of distracted working on all this stuff. This node has no shape, so it can't collide or interact with other objects. I think that's okay. So that's kind of the whole thing. I guess there's the these guys. They're all running the same code, I think. Traffic test, yeah. So this is traffic GD. This is all the ships other than the hero ship just have their own. They've got some avoidance things, and they've got some follow parent stuff. A lot of this stuff could be removed because it's for features that we either didn't implement or implemented and decided we didn't want. And there's a bunch of debug stuff in here for like printing out, this is this ship, this is that ship, we got a collision. So there's a hyperspace wash entered. Right now, basically all it does is just add some slip to whatever body enters it, which is the hero ship. Oh yeah, if the name is hero ship, then add slip. Or turn the slip on. Exited, turn the slip off. Yeah, so it's pretty straightforward. But I think that means if you've got 2 slips going and you exit one, it's gonna kill your slip, which is not good. Should do like a slip count, and that way you wouldn't end up with that problem. Anyway, it's an idea for later. So these used to have a collision avoidance watch list, and the traffic would all like go at different speeds, but it got too complicated and hard to manage, so we just set it so they just go at whatever speed physics process. You just move it. Translocation velocity times delta. And velocity never gets updated. If follow parent's always false. I think follow parent's false. Yeah. So the translocation just happens. Now I'm not sure if the pleb swarm. Pleb swarm. What do these have? It's the same thing. This is all traffic.gd. So the plebs are running exactly the same code as everything else. But the plebs have a collision avoidance, I think. Because I know they get out of the way sometimes. Open an editor. Avoidance. Yeah, they've got an avoidance sphere. That's what those are. So they'll avoid you, but they don't provide wash. And then I think there's a kind of pleb that provides wash as well. Pleb. Three, four. It's the only scenes we've got. Pleb 3 swarm. Plebs 1. Well, what are these other ones then? Jack. That's not a pleb, that's a jack. Okay. Jack has a hyperspace wash. And collision avoidance, but it's very small. Is it? No, it's fine. Yeah, so it's got collision avoidance, so it's going to avoid you. But if you're going fast enough, then you can skip through the thing. It's kind of cool. So this is a jack, and this is pleb 2. And then I guess where's pleb 1? Where's pleb 1 used? Plebs 2. Plebs 1. Yeah. What about these guys? Are they ever used? Let's see. T-scene. Okay. Oh, hangar. Yeah, we've got a hangar. This is for like, I think this is all the ships. Yeah, here we go. Freighter 1, 2, 3. And then what is this? Pleb 4. Pleb 3. Jack. And putter. There we go. Putter. Okay. And it also has a collision avoidance sphere. And tiny collision volume. Pleb 1 collision. Yeah. And I think these are, they're on some sort of, there's like a mask. Yeah, here we go. It's collision layer mask. So it's like some of them only work, some of them only contribute to collision, and some of them only contribute to the hyperspace slip. We should be able to see with the jack. Let's see, the jack is on collision 10 and mask 10, 4, and 7. And then the hyperspace wash is on 4 and masks 10 and 7. Doesn't mask 4 on the world mask. I still do not really understand how that works, or if I did understand at some point, I've forgotten. Collision avoidance. This is mask 10, 4, 8, and 7. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the masks. Don't remember how that works. We could probably tell with, well, let's see. The jack. Physics process. Shift avoidance watch list. Oh yeah, there's something about the ships watching each other to try to avoid each other or something. Collision avoidance. Wash. If you exit your own hyperspace wash body. Physics process. On hyperspace wash body enter. Body entered hyperspace wash. So if some other body enters the hyperspace wash, and then the hyperspace wash is on layer 4, and then the collision avoidance is not on any layer, but it masks 4. Mask meaning it ignores it? I don't know. Seems like collision avoidance is ignoring everything. Collision layer. The collision object is in. Collision object can exist in one or more of the 32 different layers. I can detect contact with object B only if object B is in any of the layers that object A scans. See collision layer and masks in the documentation. Here we go. Collision layer. Collision layers and masks. Here we go. Default all bodies are on layer 1. Collision mask describes what body will scan for collisions. If an object isn't one of the mask layers, the body will ignore it. Oh, okay. So this is in a layer. This is in no layers, so nothing will ever detect this collision avoidance zone because it's not in any layers. And it's scanning all the other layers. Project settings. Oh, this is nice. You can add different layers for add different names for the layers. I wonder if we've done that. Project settings. General. Layer. Let's see. Project settings. Layer. Layer names. 2D render, 3D render, 2D physics, 3D physics. Ah, here we go. It does have names. So hero hull, hero shields, traffic hull. Oh yeah, when you mouse over them, it tells you what layer they're in. Neat. Okay. So what it's in, what it scans. Yeah, see, what do you know? You read the documentation, you learn something. So those are the ships. We've got some big freighters. They've got their big slip volumes. I've got an engine script that just does some random noise to make the engines bigger and smaller. I'm really happy with this script on the hero ship. Let's see, hero role. Is it in hero role? Sub resource. Open an editor. It's got to be an easier way to open an editor. Okay, yeah. So here's the hero role, and there's the HUD. Yeah. So I've just got these HUD elements in there, and those are all the same. The same element. Hero ship HUD.glb. Yeah. So those are all the same element. Just copied out a couple times. And these have a script on them that will set the position based on the normalized velocity times the offset. And each of these have their own offset to them. How do we do that? Plus the global position of the hero ship. The velocity normalized of the hero ship. This is just saying like the parent times the offset. Offset is always 10. I feel like the offset. How did I do that? Hero ship. Is it in here? Yeah, I set them here. Hero ship 2 offset is 32, 75, and 158. Yeah, so they're just hard coded in there. Oh no. Those should have individual values. I should export them to the hero, to this thing. It should have an export, and then I should be able to just adjust them on here. It should be the Z value or something. But they're just hard coded in. Yeah, that's how they get set. Oh, it's so hacky. It's so beautifully hacky. So if I go in here and change these to like 3, 7, and 15, and then run the game. Now all my things are really, but they still work. They're still working properly. And let's see if I do If I go in here, oh, here's engines. Yeah, so this is the random factor gets multiplied by the acceleration plus the base engine power for the ship. So when you run the game, you can see the engines. When you slow down, the engines all die, and when you I should make it bigger. There we go. Yeah, so you can see when I hold down forward, the engines are really big, and when I push backward, the engines die. And I don't know if they... let's see. I don't think the slip factor has an effect on it. Yeah, because when you move backward, they're still pushing. But I was happy with that, and all the engines on the big vessels too. These are all, you can see they're jiggling just a little bit. Well, those don't look like they are. These are, but those aren't. Freighter 1. Freighter 1. Freighter 2. There we go. Freighter 2 engines. This doesn't have a script attached to it. Attach script. No. Freighter engines. .gd? Yeah. So I should be able to just drag this onto here, right? There we go. Now Freighter 2 engines. Oh. Freighter 2.tscene. Freighter engines. There we go. Save it. And Freighter 3. Freighter 3 engines have freighter engines on them. There we go. Well, so that's fixed. Now those engines are... Yeah, there we go. See? That's how it's supposed to be. There we go. Those are all working properly. Cool. Alright, well, that's, fixed the problem. Neat. So then you can match speed, fly around these ships by matching speed to them. Very fun. So if I twist, yeah. Collide with this thing. We don't have the collisions working exactly right. It like kicks you backward. It's like the opposite of your velocity. It's kind of weird. If I go out of this slip zone, then I think this will kill my velocity, and then I'll come back in, and then the slip drag comes up, and now I can match velocity again. There we go. What's that? Oh, I was drifting. Yeah. Alright, so that's basically the whole game. I guess there's also, let's see, main, the leaderboard. This is a bunch of Loot Locker code, because Loot Locker is the one that sponsors the Game Jam, so figured may as well use their stuff. It didn't work initially. I think their example code works now. They've updated it for Godot 4, but at the time we had just Godot 4 had just released, and so they hadn't updated any example code, so I had to like spend a bunch of time getting this all to work. But this all works now, and I've actually made a better version for the next game jam, but maybe we'll show that off next time. So that's the thing. It's the game we made. Going over it now, it's pretty basic. I mean, there's not a lot to it, but it was a good experience. Oh, and there's a script on the... Is there a script on the sparkles, or where is this? Is this on the sparkles here? Maybe the sparkles are in this script. Let's see. Slip sparkles. Slip sparkles, there we go. Amount ratio equals the slip value. Is that? Yep, 1 of 1. Yeah, so that's where that gets adjusted. So when you play the game, you can see these slip sparkles are kicking off over here, but as the slip drag gets higher and higher, they disappear. And so now there's no more slip sparkles. And if we come back to here, oh no. Oh, can I ever catch up? Yes, there we go. So now our slip drag sparkles kick back in. Give you the feeling of speed. There we go. Match speed with them. It's fun to just sit here and listen to the awesome music. Fly along with some giant freighters. Match speed with them. Oh, got some Z fighting going there. Oh well. Anyway, so that is Traffic Weaver. So far, we've got a bunch of ideas about how we can make it better, but that's where it's at right now. And yeah, looking forward to doing the game jam this weekend and hoping to see you all there. Thanks for joining me. Bye.